Hey, what's up, family? Listen, I just want to talk to y'all really quick. I rarely come on here nowadays, but that's purposeful. The last, I say, maybe month or so, I've been working on something very important, getting my license to become a loan officer. For those of you who know me, my main thing is the creative exploits, my books, the movies, the music, and all that good stuff. But at the same time, of course, you have to sustain yourself. So I've been an insurance agent for over 20 years, but now I realize, okay, you know what? I've conquered that area. I've reached $1 million status with that. Now it's time to challenge myself in a different direction. So now I'm going to be doing loans. So that's the new focus and goal. I said all that to say this. As you get older and you progress and you mature, you have to look at things from a realistic aspect, meaning that if you're satisfied where you are, then I guess you're good. But if you know that you have the potential to do more, then you should challenge yourself. A lot of us are not really challenging ourselves. So they say, when you're comfortable, it's not a really good place to be. So I could have stayed in my lane, done and continued to do what I know. I could have stayed just selling insurance. Or I could put myself to the challenge. I could try to go in a different direction, still helping people, help people with insurance, obviously. Now can help people get their home. At the end of the day, you have to keep evolving. If you're not evolving, that means that you're stagnant, like you're in the same position. And when we do these things, it cannot be for other people. So what I'm doing is not to impress anybody else. This is for my own personal gratification. So I want you guys to know that you're never too old to do something else. Now, I will be getting back into film and television. For some reason, I just seem to have luck in that area. I've been on a couple of shows. I'm not obviously famous for that, but I've had some success getting on quite a few shows. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But nonetheless, I'm going to start focusing on that too. But the reality is, I had to look at it. I came to Atlanta to accomplish a certain goal. And we can get sidetracked by people, places, and things. And if you're a younger person, your main objective at this point in life is to remain focused. And all too often, people, places, and things can throw you off course. That's why I wrote my book, No Time Wasted. Because even though seemingly it might appear that I wasted some time, but I'm still a person, I'm still learning and growing and evolving. But I wrote that book so that young people and even older people can realize it's never too late to keep moving forward, to keep growing and keep learning. If you stop learning, I don't know what to tell you. You're setting yourself up for failure. As long as we're going to be on this earth, there's always something to learn. There's always something to look forward to. So as long as you have health, strength, and your mind is still going, you still got your faculties, that means there is more to accomplish. And it's not superficial things. Sometimes we get caught up in the things. In reality, you should be trying to do all that you can do. As far as I know, this is the only life we live. Some people believe in reincarnation. I don't know. I'll let you know if I come back. If I come back, then hey, we'll talk about it then. But then again, at the same time, I wouldn't even know that it's me. So the point is to make the most of this time, make the most of your opportunity, Don't get stuck in anything. And, some people say, you should be a business owner, and then that's good. But at the same time, if you're not a good employee, if we're being honest, you probably won't be a good entrepreneur. Because if you can't work well for others, and if you can't be disciplined to make that happen for somebody else, then, what's the chances of you being able to do that for yourself? And some people don't even desire to be entrepreneurs. But I will say, follow your dreams and never second guess yourself. This test I just passed, I definitely had to study. I'm of a certain age, but I already knew it. I knew I could do it. So you never second guess yourself. Okay? I don't care what's going on. You always bet on yourself. Again, this is going to be a brand new area I'm stepping into. Don't know anything about it, but I do know the art of sales. I know I have been successful in the past in sales, but I'm challenging myself and stepping into a completely different arena. It's somewhat related because it's still in the financial industry to some degree, but I've done all I can do in this one area as far as insurance. And I'm going to do that. But I also, in my meditation time, I realized that I really need to focus on my creative exploits. I've done music, I've done films, I've done books. At the end of the day, it's not about what other people think. It's about what you think about yourself. A lot of people will contribute to so many causes and so many things. I see these, pastors going out here and they're fleecing the flock and they're taking advantage of people. But then at the same time, the people that you know personally won't spend $10 to invest in people that they know is righteous. In the sense of righteousness, that can be questionable. But people that you know are good people and that are actually about what they say they're about. So all that being said is, never second guess yourself. You can do it. You have to put forth the effort to make sure that you're being the best person that you can possibly be. And stop worried about the results. A lot of times people get stuck because they're wondering, okay, if I do this, how's this going to work out? The truth is you're really never going to know until you jump into it. But if you come out with confidence in knowing that, hey, you know what? I'm putting my best effort into it. So however this shake out, you know what I'm saying? It's just shake out that way. But it's not going to be because I'm afraid. Why are you afraid? What's there to be afraid of? You know what I'm saying? You're having an experience. You're living life. You're learning, you're growing, and you're moving forward. So you can never lose unless you don't try. All right? So go to timknightunlimited.com. Check out my books. I'm a living testament of what can be done. I'm not a perfect example, but I'm an example of what can happen if you apply yourself, you keep moving forward, and you never give up. Because as long as you live, there's always going to be challenges. You're never going to come to a place to where there's no challenges. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. There's always going to be something. If it's not relationship, if it's not familial type of things you got to deal with, if it's not financial things, it's always going to be something. It's just going to be something, but that's the whole beauty of life. It's how you react to what's happening to you. Until next time, peace and blessings.